Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Jagged Alliance 3. As today, we continue exploring the greater Wassergraben area. Though at this particular moment we do have Charlie cooling their heels while they finish scouting out the last few tiles. We've got this whole bottom row here that we still need intel on. Which is fine, because that gives Delta time to investigate a series of grisly murders. Which, obviously, will be our first priority today. But I am also very curious about this. We've got this Legion attack squad pathing right through an army-held outpost. And considering that it's technically two separate factions, I am curious if they'll end up fighting each other. Because if they do, that might be an ideal time for Alpha to jump in and potentially take advantage of the situation. But, of course, it'll obviously take a bit for them to actually get there. So, first things first.
The journey is done. I'm ready for the next quest.
Delta on site. Oh, okay, well, we've got Baba Yaga's hut. Surrounded by teddy bear cultists, that's... Huh. Let's get in there. A burnt house. Obvious signs of foul play. Patrolled pathways. And a corpse-strewn gazebo with one bearing witness and the rest gathered outside. And this is like Fallout 3 levels of designers just having fun with goofy scenarios.
Okay. Let's go.
Visualize wealth, and wealth will come to you.
Man, they're giving us way more balanced knives lately.
I hope there is some protein powder in here.
Ooh. Okay, I'll take that. Not sure we really have room for it at this point, but I am not going to sneeze at a top-tier assault rifle.
We're on our way!
Yeah, we haven't really gotten much in the way of actual challenges down here, but we have been finding some pretty top-tier loot.
Yeah, okay.
Though it's funny, I've actually been told that all the loot tables get upgraded once you trigger the army invasion event. So apparently we were coasting on reduced loot tables for quite some time, and,
No problemo, man.
and I just did that to myself, you know. I guess that would explain why a lot of this stuff didn't start dropping until we took on the U-Bahn scenario, which is designed to drop higher tier loot regardless of where you are in the main story. But it's only once we went to the refugee camp to frame things in a new light
We all go now.
that we sort of opened the floodgates. Though I will say, one thing I would like to see drop, which we just haven't had luck with, is
Let's go for a walk.
PETN. It's apparently a top-tier explosive, which, unlike C4 and TNT, is not used as a crafting ingredient, so if we can find some, I can fully justify just slapping some prox detonators on it and actually running with, you know, some placed explosives, which I would actually like to add to our arsenal, but it's just so hard to justify when it comes to C4, because every block of C4 equals 5 40mm grenades, and we get way more use out of those than we would out of a single C4 proximity mine.
That is not a sobriety bear.
I don't know about that, Larry. I feel like it's pretty sobering. This teddy bears silent witness to the horror. Nice. See, this is why I like you, Jagged Alliance 3. You may not be the most challenging game, but you get me. And speaking of getting things, I guess that was it. So let's push on.
Let's go.
Hey, just letting you know, I'm super all done here.
Oh, nice. That's all 3 grids we needed. So I guess no real reason to have Charlie keep cooling their heels. We'll get them moving.
Done. That was kind of easier than I thought it would be.
Delta on site. Thor is now tired. So I guess we'll have Delta rest once they clear this tile. We already got the warning that like 3 other characters are also getting tired.
Looky here.
Oh, okay. That's... Oh, dear. Right, yes, that would be a blood barn. Methinks we may have just stumbled upon our killer's den. Let's proceed with caution. We'll do some quick cub scouting before we approach the main event.
They won't even know I'm here, man. What has nature provided us?
Mustard gas, interesting.
I shall not make a noise.
Possibly random, possibly a clue as to
Just keep them off me.
how the killer gets away with it.
As silent as a spirit in the woods.
You know, one thought that did occur when I was editing episode 60
Keeping low and quiet.
is that our killer might actually be one of the witch Lami's
Gather the
victims.
valuables.
She had that weird teddy bear stew that messed with people's minds.
My babusia taught me to hunt this way.
So this could easily be an unintended side effect of her whole scheme.
Who's been playing with my teddy bears? Oh, look who's going to play. Let Teddy hog you. I'll hog the stuffings out of you.
I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna wake up.
Why won't you give Teddy a hug? No one ever wants to give Teddy a hug. Bad, bad, bad.
You want someone to hug? Hug me! I will squeeze you until you are nothing but a wet pile of pasty fig nothingtons. I will fall on them like a tree in the forest.
I love you, Bobby, but a wordsmith you are not.
Quiet. Like a cowboy ninja.
As for this guy, we've got the drop on him, so we should make short work.
Trap for rustlers ready, partner.
I shall not make a noise. As silent as a spirit in the woods.
Visualize success to unlock potential.
Contact!
I shall not. Making this shot would be like something out of a fairy tale.
Figured he'd be pretty clearly illuminated with the flare, but okay.
Babusia taught me to hunt this way. A good surprise shot from here.
They will hear nothing but the wind.
Start pelting.
Have a good shot.
If you acquire, visualize success to unlock potential. My mind is focused, my body is relaxed.
We edit that out in post, right?
And we're good.
Be the bullet.
Yeah?
Sorry, Teddy. You're done, dis-Ruxpin the status quo. Oh, I see. You know, I really thought I was onto something with that whole Lami the Witch theory, but I guess this could also explain it. No accounting for elder gods. That's how they get you.
Outstanding.
As you wish.
And yeah, I guess that's it. Wow.
Maybe there's some good shit in here. Gear, I mean.
I would have at least expected a classic 80s serial killer jump scare.
Yeah, okay.
You know, the part where you think they're dead, only for them to jump back up again for one last go.
This puny lock will not stop me.
Also, disappointed that Larry didn't have more to say about all that. I really figured he would.
I should be working out. We all go now. Come on!
Posse moving.
Let's go. What?
We're on our way.
Cool. On our way.
Let's go, compadres.
No problemo, man.
Let's go for a walk.
We must be well groomed for battle. Oil up those muscles.
I'm sorry, what?
Huh? Yeah.
Anyway, mission accomplished. I guess Delta will just cool their heels for a bit. With the Grizzly murders stopped, we shift our focus back to Charlie, who will set their sights on Twin Manor. And then ultimately we'll have our two squads link up around here-ish.
Niceness. I'm getting better at this.
Oh, is that a bear I see? So even with the killer dead, we still stumble across his signs of violence. Yep. Fair enough.
Ready when you are.
BMG, we'll take
We're
that.
moving? We're moving.
Follow me, or I'll just follow you. Nope, that's fine. Let's go.
All right.
I can't be sure, but that might be something interesting. Right?
You're the boss. Hauling ass.
Heading out.
Not a problem. Yeah, okay.
Let's go.
Sure.
Sure. Boss us around.
So bossy.
Interesting.
Sure. We'll get there.
So really not much of note here, except for that stash and this caravan.
We're going, right?
Oh, computer chip, yes, please. Those things are literally rarer than diamonds. And sector clear. On we go. To the old graveyard.
Yes, sir. We're on it.
Better and better until I am the best.
I mean, let's not go crazy there, Pierre. You are a tutorial boss. Also, I have some grave concerns about the locals' burial customs. I mean, whatever works, I guess.
There exists the possibility that something of value can be found here.
You have taken our minds, and now you are murdering innocent people. Can't you bandits just fight each other and leave us in peace?
You are with the Marquis, right? Do you think they would take me, make me a freedom fighter? I don't want to spend my life doing laundry.
Let's move.
Here lies Huey Lenfair, who brought despair. Too tragic was his death for us to bear. Here lies Dewey Lenfair, for whom we cared. To speak of his demise, we wouldn't dare. Huey and Dewey, you say? Very subtle. So I imagine we've got a Louis around here somewhere? Interesting choice in phrasing. Bear could just be a coincidence, but Huey was despaired, Louis was cared for. No real context as to what it might mean just yet, but we do have those twin manors just next door. Two brothers, twin manors, that would certainly track.
Follow me, or I'll just follow you. Nope, that's fine.
Actually, we did just have a major
Let's go,
zombie
yeah.
outbreak a few tiles north of here. That would certainly explain a few things.
Alright. Keeping it real.
Sure, why not? Don't really need it, but we'll take it. I think at this point, we're so close to the end, there's not much point in radically shifting any of our loadouts, but
Fine.
we will have one last big re-equip phase.
Let's go.
Once we're done with Wasser Grab.
We can probably use that.
And Faux Show, I suppose.
Okay.
I mean, there's no reason not to take him out while we're down here.
We're going, right?
So why are these down here? Oh, I see.
Going low
Yeah,
profile.
that tracks.
They cannot hit what they cannot see. I much prefer combat like this.
Nice, nice.
Hide and shoot. That is my game. They cannot hit what they cannot see.
Hello there.
Better to go unnoticed, yeah? It's an easy shot to make from cover.
I'm good at making people ignore me.
Second croc.
Presently in attendance. I think I can do this.
Slightly problematic.
This sneaky shit rather do it face to face. Can see the fear in their eyes.
Need to make sure we slow that one down.
Watch me put this one down like a sick dog.
Time to sneak and peek.
They're probably pissing their pants right now.
Watch me pop a cap in this dude.
I was never good at hide and seek. Good odds, I believe.
One out.
Got it! I'll shoot at anyone I see. I mean, bad guys, of course. Just the bad guys.
Good chance at a sneak attack here.
And that'll do it.
Live wire here.
Okay.
Just milking it for skill pops now.
You want something? Damn, I hope there's a lot of blood.
What? Target locked.
Presently in attendance.
I think I can, you know, get him.
This is so exciting! Hello there!
Sure.
No skill pops, but +5 loyalty.
So bossy.
That's a little extra income.
Yes, sir. We're on it.
Word up.
Come with me, everyone!
Yeah, okay.
I guess we're going. All right.
You're the boss.
Okay, I think we're good. Let's push Twin Manors.
Not a problem.
Let me just keep an eye on Delta. There is something weird going on at the Twin Manors. What? No. But things in Wassergrab have been so normal so far. Music seems nice enough. Lots of villagers. A couple of named. Abraham Van Tassel, Caroline Ladamus. Oh, and we've got corpses. Dr. Lenfer, third NPC. That must be Louis. Oh, let's get an overview. Landmines. Right, okay, so be careful over here. Antassels and Ladomus. Antassels might be a nod to Sleepy Hollow. Maybe? Ladomus is a little easier. That's Spanish for, like, animal trainer, I think. Which would track, considering the domesticated hyenas there.
Sure. Boss us around.
Let's make our approach.
Let's go, yeah?
About time, constables. Someone has to stop this murderer.
But how could they? We are dealing with the supernatural here. This isn't a job for law enforcement. We need an exorcist to banish those vengeful spirits. No offense, officers.
Ah, but this is all part of his plan. He wants you to think that there are spirits involved, and in the meantime he's killing us one by one. Just like he killed our Romeo and Juliet here.
Nonsense. This is clearly work of the devil.
I guess it takes one to know one.
Simpleton.
Which?
Okay.
That gun on the stage, I checked it myself. It was empty, like the heart of that bitch Ledoma, and yet it fired. Someone sneaked in and loaded it with live ammo. It is either that, or I'll start believing in ghosts like the others.
Don't want to lose track of Caroline over there.
I don't want to point fingers, but I have some suspicions. Who else but the medical man could get his hands on lethal poison?
Well, your average grocery store clerk, for one.
Interesting.
Ready when you are.
That gun on the stage, I checked it myself. It was empty, like the heart of that bitch Ledoma, and yet it fired. Someone sneaked in and loaded it with live ammo. It is either that, or else...
100 years ago, the L'Enfer brothers killed each other under very suspicious circumstances. They sold their souls to the devil, and now they are here again, trying to pay him back by murdering my family. I shudder when I think of that creepy old cemetery. You better stay away from the L'Enfer brothers' grave. It is a door straight to hell.
Right, so we might have to go back there.
100 years ago, the L'Enfer brothers killed each other under very suspicious circumstances. They sold their souls to
So it is kind of a Sleepy Hollow situation. A murderous spirit, or perhaps a very mortal but murderous doctor.
We're going, right?
Oh, that's cute. It is literally a stage prop.
Sure, we'll get there.
The pistol on the murder scene is a real weapon, not a stage prop. It is loaded with hollow point 9mm bullets, one shy of a full magazine. Oof, nasty way to go. But quick. One of the actors seems to have been poisoned with an unknown substance.
Any first-year med student could tell you this person died from strychnine poisoning.
The potion one of the actors drank during the performance shows a high concentration of strychnine.
Ready to, do stuff.
That doctor is a crafty old fox, but I'm sure you will eventually catch him red-handed. That highbrow snob Caroline thinks that we'll buy her vengeful spirits nonsense. She's probably plotting with that creepy doctor to scare us out of our house. Who has the motive? It's easy. Dr. L'Enfer is the last heir of the family from whom we bought the manor. And now he's trying to scare us out of our own houses. That doctor is a crafty old fox, but I'm sure you will eventually catch him red-handed.
Interesting. I could see this going a number of ways.
It is very brave of you that you're getting involved with this murder case. But I have to warn you. Be careful. The owls are not what they seem.
Who?
I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out that those filthy Van Tassel farmers have brought this curse upon us. They pray only twice a day. Can you imagine? I have seen it with my own 2 eyes. The doctor was performing filthy rituals to summon his demonic relatives, the L'Enfer brothers. They ride in the night and spill the blood of the innocent. It is very brave of you that you're getting involved with this murder.
Everyone's on edge lately, and those Van Tassels never stop waving their guns. That's an accident waiting to happen. Be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Did you know that the doctor has the same gun as the one that killed our Juliet?
Is that so?
We outie.
What a strange coincidence.
That's useful, right?
Locked up tighter than Daddy's liquor cabinet.
Yes?
I mean, right off the bat, I do feel like they're pushing us way too hard towards the doctor. But it could be a double bluff, you know?
Presently in attendance. I'm pretty sure I disarmed it, but you should have someone else test it and see.
Once, I took a peek into the doctor's archive, and I found blood-stained notes scribbled in devilish writing. Surely that was the contract he signed with the devil for his soul, just like his long-fair ancestors. I would rather marry a vengeful spirit than one of those Van Tassel blockheads. That fateful night, my little sister was playing Juliet. Who could have known that the gun she shot herself with was actually loaded with real bullets?
Sure. Sure. Sorry for your loss, I guess.
I heard you've been fighting Lekadafre. Get away from me.
I am honestly not sure where they're going to go with this.
Yes, sir. We're on it.
I do not know what it is, but we should probably take it just in case we need it.
The ancestors of Dr. L'Enfer butchered their servants and then killed each other while trying to please the devil. I've heard that both of them had only one soul between them, and one of them had to die so that the other could claim it. My cousin went to the graveyard and never returned. Maybe those demonic L'Enfer brothers got her.
Or, you know, a hungry croc.
We'll get there.
You're the ones who massacred all those people in the refugee camp. Please, don't kill us.
That fateful night, my cousin was playing Romeo. Who could have known that the potion he drank during the play was actually poison?
Who indeed?
Let's go. Heading out.
This is actually fascinating. It's like a mashup of 3 or 4 different stories. And I'm sure some references I'm not even getting.
We're moving? We're moving.
In the doctor's cabinet, there is a small bottle with a skull and bone sticker, labeled cyanide.
Come on, show me some bling! Show me some cheddar!
Which means nothing, because Romeo was poisoned with strychnine.
Live wire here. Presently in attendance.
In the doctor's desk, there is a 9mm pistol and an unopened box of standard 9mm bullets. Which, again, means nothing, because she was killed with hollow point rounds. That's obviously a very deliberate detail. The clinic archives might be worth checking out.
Ah, the unmistakable handwriting of a doctor. Makes me want to pull out a prescription pad.
The cabinet contains the doctor's archive, consisting of medical documentation about the members of the Ladamus and Van Tassel families, as well as some frighteningly accurate autopsy notes about a number of murder victims among the families. So those were not the first victims.
Well, this is cute.
I'm gonna say a Hatfield and McCoy situation, with the doctor caught in the middle as a mutual scapegoat.
The name's Dr. L'Enfer. Who the hell are you? Are you the constables I heard about? You're here to investigate the murders in the area.
I mean, I wasn't originally, but that is basically what we've been asked to do at this point. That aside, I mean, we are probably the closest thing to legitimate authority figures in Grand Chien these days. It's certainly not the army.
Really? May I look at your IDs? Badges? No? Of course not. As I see it, you are either some new breed of invented bandits, or the government is so desperate they started delegating law enforcement to random amateurs.
Hey, quit it with the name-calling, mister.
The Hippocratic Oath doesn't prevent me from hurting your feelings, little missy.
Yeah, it doesn't prevent her from stabbing you either, but here we are. So you're a doctor, right? Like, if someone did stab you, you'd be able to patch yourself up without just bleeding out and dying? Asking for a friend.
Can shit fly? Regrettably, for those on the receiving end, it can. But, to be perfectly honest, neither activity gives me great joy these days.
Cool. So, hey, yes, it turns out we are in fact here to investigate the murders. Could you perhaps tell us about those?
What do you need to know? As far as I'm concerned, they have been very successful as such. The patients are surely 100% dead.
Yes, we did notice that part. Could you perhaps fill in additional details? Anything that might be useful?
You want me to tell you the story about the gorgeous nurse who helped me with my study of gross anatomy? Nah. Now that I think of it, I'll keep it to myself. You would not have the stomach for it.
Okay. You know what, that's my bad. Let me rephrase. Could we hear about the autopsies, perhaps? Of the murder victims, specifically.
Some were shot, others were poisoned. All died with great success. However, there was never one who was poisoned and shot at the same time. That probably means the murderer is a responsible person who does not waste resources.
Or, you know, we could more logically assume that means there are two killers. One who shoots people and one who poisons people. Hey Doc, just out of curiosity, where were you when the murders took place?
Working alone in my clinique, looking over the results of the previous murder. Are you asking me if I have an alibi?
If you don't have one, that's okay too. I've already thought up a couple for you.
No, I don't have an alibi. Which is equally true for you as well, Constable.
Actually, you know what, Doc? I do, in fact, have an alibi. I was up in Grimer Hamlet and Wassergrab, killing a bunch of other people. But it turns out that's not what we're here to investigate. I already know who killed those guys. You know, the locals seem to think these killings are being carried out by your undead brothers. Any thoughts on that?
Do you believe in Santa Claus? No, actually, don't tell me. I'm afraid to hear the answer I'd get.
Alright, Doc, look, I'm gonna cut right to the chase before I stab you. Some of these people are getting poisoned. We found poison in your cabinet over there.
Good job. And if I was a miner, you would have found a sharp pickaxe in my shed, right? Now that I think of it, I'm quite certain I actually have one somewhere around here.
He has a point. Cyanide has some medical uses in clinical chemistry.
Ah, a colleague. And where do you see a chemical lab in here, young man?
It can also be applied in emergency situations to produce a rapid decrease in blood pressure.
Correct. You get an A- where the minus stands for one dead patient because you're too smart to be practical.
Yeah, fine. The cyanide's an obvious red herring. I didn't think that would really go anywhere, but the mention of a pickaxe, though, that is notable. I gotta go check on something, Doc. Don't leave town.
It's never too early to stop wasting my time.
The implication seems to be that he's been digging, and Ladomus did mention that she had spotted him performing a ritual at the graveyard, I think. So I would not at all be surprised if we go out there and now find a subterranean sector below it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think the doc is the killer, but it is entirely possible he knows who is. And for whatever reason is...
Any cheese in here?
running interference for them. Maybe Huey or Dewey is, in fact, still alive and, you know, hiding out in, like, a cave or something with some sort of grudge against...
All right.
Oh, I wonder...
Not a problem.
I wonder if we're going to find out that the Van Tassels and the Ladomas killed the brothers.
Sure. Boss us around. I think I got something here. You're the boss.
Like maybe one of them was shot and the other was poisoned.
Let's go.
That would explain why the killer would only poison members of one family and only shoot members of the other.
Let's go.
Or, you know, they could just be killing each other.
I guess we're going.
There are some serious Hatfield and McCoy vibes here.
Yes, sir. We're on it.
We've got obvious notes of Sleepy Hollow, obvious notes of Romeo and Juliet, Hatfield and McCoy.
Heading out.
Wish I knew what Ladomus and Lenfear were references to.
Okay.
Because, I mean, that must be some other pop culture property I'm just not familiar with. Van Tassels is definitely Sleepy Hollow.
Follow me, or I'll just follow you. Nope, that's fine.
Sure, we'll get there. We're moving? We're moving.
Door's locked, player.
There are several boxes of hollow point 9mm bullets. One of the boxes has been opened. So that would certainly imply that the Van Tassels are behind
We're going, right?
the death of our Juliet, who it was established was a member of the Ladomas family.
I'm pretty sure I disarmed it, but you should have someone else test it and see.
Okay.
So are we going to find strychnine in the other mansion? I already see
Let's bounce.
a wardrobe highlighted.
Let's go, yeah? So bossy.
We outie. There's some loot in here. Word up.
Locked up tighter than Daddy's liquor cabinet.
And there it is. In the cabinet, there is a small bottle with a skull and bone sticker containing strychnine.
Presently in attendance.
Well, that feels pretty on the nose then. But it does raise the question of why. What would their motive be?
Sure. Boss us around. I have seen it with my own two eyes. The doctor was performing filthy rituals to summon his demonic relatives, the L'Enfer brothers. They ride in the night and spill the blood of the innocent.
On our way.
Yeah, okay, we definitely need to hit the graveyard.
That highbrow snob Caroline thinks that we'll buy her.
We'll run a little long. I want to see how this resolves. Could be a revenge plot. Could be one family just trying to drive the other out. Dot could be implicit. Dot could be a bystander. Oh, wow. Patrol's almost on Camp Sauvage. Guess we'll see how that turns out. But first, the cemetery plot.
So bossy.
Hauling ass!
Let's go.
I do not know what it is, but we should probably take it just in case we need it.
The stone slab is easily lifted. In the tomb, there is a dry skeleton holding an opened and empty box. Looks like someone got here first. Really? Inside the tomb, there is a dry skeleton holding a box. The box contains a copy of the L'Enfer family will. According to it, the land upon which the manors are built can never be sold while there is a living L'Enfer heir. Okay, not quite what I was expecting to find, but yeah, that would definitely explain why both families want the doctor dead.
Let's move.
The implication being, I suppose, that they're each trying to goad the other into killing him.
Yes, sir. We're on it.
Oh, hey. Oh, that must be Adonis Black Ops. Headed straight for Fosse Noir. Only 4 of them, but they must be pretty high-end. That's a flavor of enemy we haven't even gotten to sample yet. Oh, Delta.
Fall in and yell out if you see something.
Okay, let's go solve a mystery. Then I think we'll be at a good stopping point.
When is my 15-minute break?
Heading out.
Oh, shoot. You know what? I should have checked for a pickaxe when we were here before. Probably too late now.
Yeah, okay.
Also, if it does turn out both families are behind the murders, this is probably going to get messy.
Okay.
All right.
Doc?
Nice day for grave disturbing, ain't it?
Oh, so you already know. Well, good. That actually makes it simpler. Yeah, we have a copy of the L'Enfer family will, and where there's a will, there's a way. To explain what's going on here.
Is grave robbing your occupation or just an hobby?
Well, this is really more like grave borrowing. Except that sounds weird, doesn't it?
Before you decide to start digging out my other L'Enfer relatives, I will tell you what you need to know. Yes, I am the last living heir of the L'Enfer family, and I own this land. However, decades ago, the manors were sold separately to the Honorable Van Tassel and Le Doma families.
Right, and how exactly did your ancestors die? I'm unclear on your exact relation to them.
That shameful incident is a family secret. Okay, here is the story. 100 years ago, the servants were cleaning a cesspool. One of them succumbed to the toxic fumes coming out of it, fell inside, and started drowning. Huey L'Enfer tried to help him, but also fell down the shithole. Then Dewey came to help with the same result.
Ew!
A total of 5 people died that fateful day, drowning in shit. And it's definitely not written on their gravestones.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's not at all what I was expecting. That's pretty shitty. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So I'm pretty sure we know who's behind all the killings.
Good for you. Do you want me to gather those annoying Van Tassels and Tomasz so you can tell them about it? Or do you need more time sniffing around and asking repetitive questions?
I hear that. I didn't sign on to this gig to walk around and act like 5-0.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Go ahead and call them together. I guess we're overdue to kill some people anyway.
All right, let's get this over with.
Jerks.
So bossy.
Just having fun playing detective, but you guys are professional dicks.
Yes, sir. We're
Finally. It's time to put the scoundrel who calls himself a doctor where he belongs.
Yes, in the grave. Next to his cursed ancestors.
You got it.
What is it, officers? I'm dying to know who your suspect is. Or shall we resort to exorcism?
Jensen, why do you suddenly have a first name? Yeah, so it turns out they were all just killing each other and blaming it on you.
As a notorious pessimist, I confess to feeling a little disappointed. I expected you to be as short-sighted as my half-wit neighbors.
I had my short-sightedness corrected when I was in high school.
I just hope you have enough evidence. Well, what do my good neighbors have to say to these accusations?
Well said.
Caroline, I knew you were a poisonous witch, but this...
Don't even speak to me, you barbaric murderer.
Wait, so there were no ghosts? The Van Tassels have been murdering our people.
So the devil isn't responsible for poisoning my auntie. It's been the Tomasz family all along.
No, the Van Tassels shot my uncle before that.
Ha! This is exactly what my family get-togethers are like.
I thought it was just a doctor, but now I see who the real enemy is. Van Tassels, to arms!
You think you can get away with it? Tomasz, arm yourselves!
If you could reason with stupid people, there would be no stupid people. The best you can do is to pit them against each other.
They are all over me!
Yeah, okay. It's not all of them, but it is a fair few. Thank goodness we staged a quick defense.
This is too many bad guys around.
Okay, let's do this. Mind these civvies. That's actually really problematic on the left, so... Mouse?
Not a problem. Got one. Pretty dangerous around here. Okay.
Well, Annie, looks like you've got your gun. You know, from the musical?
A little busy here, Mike.
Do you like musicals?
On the bright side, having them all clustered up like this actually does make it slightly easier.
Stressful, but I'll do it. I'm okay with just running and hiding.
I'm packing steel, you feel me?
Great job. That looked super professional and everything.
Left side clear. Let's start whittling the right.
Damn, I hope there's a lot of blood. That's what you get for having shit for brains.
I truly believe this is why girls make the best soldiers.
Pretty good odds, I think.
Are you serious right now? Get your head out of your ass!
I am really getting better at the shooting thing.
Ready.
Aiming.
Live wire here. This is so exciting.
Way to go, sister! Show your cred!
Two left. Not bad.
Gonna keep this one busy.
Yeah, this is sad. Don't do crimes, kids. Nice.
Easier than shooting beer bottles.
Yeah. Same thing keeps happening to me.
Well, it looks like I have a lot of annual checkups to cancel. Good job.
At least there's no need for autopsies this time.
That's some cold shit, dog.
Anyway, thanks. I mean it. If you hadn't put down those mad dogs Abraham and Caroline, I would have needed to abandon medicine and become a gravedigger. Assuming they didn't kill me first.
No, they definitely would have killed you at some point. Wow, plus 20 loyalty. That might actually cap us out.
You're the boss.
Come on, show me some blings, show me some cheddar.
Yeah, these were like tier 2 baddies at best. Pretty much on par with the Legion, maybe a little lower. Poor guys never stood a chance.
Yeah, okay.
So, no hard feelings?
Those Legion bandits may be dangerous, but at least they are flesh and blood. Out there in the cursed forest lurks a beast that eats your soul and turns your bones into an effigy of pure evil. You brought together the Savannah Lion and Maman Lilian? How romantic. My own husband does not roar like a lion. He just belches like a pig.
Heading out.
The manor is safe, thanks to us Van Tassel sharpshooters. We fought off bandits during the Civil War, and if necessary, we can fight off those demons from hell.
Word up!
It's good to have a meal, without being afraid it might be your last.
Okay.
Okay.
We're moving? We're moving.
Doc's not feeling chatty anymore, so aside from the minefield, I think we're done. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, we can do full operations here. I figured the hospital, I wasn't expecting a full-on militia and everything. But fair enough. I suppose we'll have Charlie stay put and train up some guards. Though, at this stage, that might really kind of be redundant. You know, the completionist in me still wants to do it. But at the same time, I really should be just working us towards the end game at this point. Though we do still have 4 tiles to clear, so I mean, we could at least get some rookies in place. I'll give it some thought. That's it, obviously. We're hitting the pause button for now. I'll take care of the usual off-screen bookkeeping. And we will pick up here next time. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Revenant, Alois, CrowkingLoR, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, V23, EgonAlter, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you can check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.
It's never too early to stop wasting my time.